What's up, y'all? Shuffle coming at you with a channel update, this time with cam, so I'm going to give you something to look at in the background, besides my face, because that's kind of weird to look at me the entire time. But this is an update to talk about how the channel's been doing, and the future of the channel, and the big updates going forward. So I do have some notes that I'm looking at occasionally, and if I make any weird jump cuts, it's probably because cats and dogs and other stuff seems to decide to exist. So I'm not going to bury the lead in this video. The main important part about it, besides the updates, is Patreon. I am starting a Patreon, or I started it, and I'm going to start linking it and plugging it. My cats are running around off screen, so I apologize. And I know it's not everyone's favorite thing to talk about, and it might be a little weird or uncomfortable. I don't like asking people for their hard-earned money, so if you can't support, or if you don't have disposable income, then definitely don't partake in this. Save your money. I know we're all hurting at this point, but for me, Patreon is a thing that people have asked about and they've asked for, so I'm just setting it up because if they want to support the Shuff and the community, they are free to do so. And Patreon is more feasible because I'm getting Twitch subscribers, so if people are already willing to support, then I may as well just give them more options to do so. The reason I picked Patreon over some other avenues, I took a long time doing some research here, but Patreon takes the lowest amount from the person you are trying to support. So if you want to support me and not give half your money to Jeff Bezos, for instance, then go Patreon. Same with YouTube. I make enough between them for it to qualify as like a part-time job, and I would like it to be a full-time job, but obviously it's pretty tough even at the substantial size and community that I've grown, so I've been very thankful to everyone. But I'm at this crossroads right now where I got my degree, so I graduated college, first in my family, woohoo and all that, and I have a choice. So it's either go out into the normal workforce, which is fine, I have a lot of work experience, I've worked 2 jobs at a time before, I'm no stranger to it, or I could go to graduate school, which is probably what I originally planned, but when I was looking at it, graduate school is going to take another couple of years, and it is probably going to require some kind of extra financing, so I may have to take a second student loan. I already have a $10,000 loan that I have to pay down, so I'm working on that, right? So I'm going to be okay in the grand scheme of things, but I'm at a point where I can choose if I want to do the content creation full-time or if I want to do something else, and it took me 7 years to get my 4-year degree. I changed majors once, and I was always working while I was going to school. I'm at a point where the channel has gotten big enough to where I can actually make this push to make it an actual job, like career type of thing, and that'd be pretty cool. I would much rather be doing that than going to school for another 2 years, so that is why I'm pushing for this, but obviously this needs everyone's help to make it work. So if you enjoy what I do and you want to support, then consider it. And I'm going to tell you what you get for this. I'm hoping that these benefits are nice, and there is obviously room for more benefits. So if this is something you want to pursue and you go, what about this? Then yeah, maybe we can do it. Let's talk about it. So for Patreon, my mind totally blanked there. Yeah, so it's mostly to obviously help pay bills. It's to get new equipment. Right now I have a budget of about $300 to upgrade what I have going on, and I'm going to do it. I just haven't decided how I'm going to spend it, and I've just been looking at stuff and how I want to allocate the money. But if the content, I had to blank again, I'm sorry about that, but yeah, the content, if it's going to improve, it's going to need more stuff. It needs software, it needs hardware, and I've gotten this comment quite often. People have said, Shuff, I like what you do, but I want to see you cover other games. Is that ever a thing? And it's like, yes, I would love to cover other games. Right now, I still love Darkest Dungeon. It's my favorite game in the last like 5 years. It is a great game. I will continue making stuff for it. When DD2 drops, I'm going to be like front and center with it, so don't worry about that. But there have been people that have asked, like, why don't you cover other stuff? And the big reason is the financial hit that I would take from YouTube and Twitch if I did other stuff. So I really can't put Darkest Dungeon away right now, and Patreon would help make that possible. So having the extra support on top of it means that if I make a YouTube video for like some random other indie game that gets like 600 views, it's going to be okay. And anytime a video gets over 1,000 views, that's really awesome and welcome, so thanks to everyone who does watch my stuff. But there's obviously a discrepancy between other games that I upload and then Darkest Dungeon. So the one shot of stuff like Goblin Stone, that does pretty well in like a small vacuum, but I can't dedicate a channel to it. At least not yet. So having the extra resources would greatly help in being able to cover other games. I've been pretty scared to leave Darkest Dungeon because I'm above average. I'm not going to say I'm a great Darkest Dungeon player, but I know enough to help people with it. And it takes a lot of time to break down some of these other titles that people have been pitching and stuff like that. And I would like to be able to do that. I'd like to be able to break down a game, figure it out, learn it, and then make content for it. That'd be really good. But it's kind of hard right now because Darkest Dungeon is keeping the lights on. The final point to the why Patreon question is I want to give people who support me a way to reward them. So right now, like if you sub on Twitch, you get, emotes and badges and stuff, and then you get to enjoy live content. And Twitch people will be incorporated into some of the Patreon stuff, so if you support on Twitch, or if you want to support on Twitch over Patreon, that's completely fine. So I'm going to try and make it equitable for anyone that chooses to put their hard-earned money into this community. So if you choose to, through whatever medium, I'm going to try and reward you for that. So with Patreon, I want to give people a reward for supporting me, and that's pretty much the bottom line to it. So the next question is what to expect with Patreon. So obviously you get the perks that I've listed there, you get access to another social media type of thing, which is pretty cool. So there's going to be posts and polls and discussions, and I think I can upload specific videos to it, so I'm kind of excited about that. Some of the perks that I have for Patreon, I'm going to go over here in a sec, but if you do choose to go this route, the first thing you're going to have to do is connect your Discord account to Patreon. This way that when I revamp Discord and start adding extra supporter sections, you will have access to them, and I don't have to have you DM me screenshots and stuff so we can prove that you are who you say you are and that kind of stuff. So just make sure you do that connection. It's the easiest thing for all of us. I'll make sure to link how to do it because there is an article, which is pretty cool. So Discord is going to be getting a supporter section. Right now in Discord, everything that is available to everyone except for like one or two sections. Like we have a moderator chat room, and then we have some other stuff that I think only certain people can see. So I'm going to go a bit further on that. I'm going to add like a supporter section. So there's going to be like supporter chat rooms, supporter voice comms, supporter whatever. I'm still working out the specifics, but if you have ideas, let me know. And I'm going to add them so patrons and Twitch subs are able to be there. And I'm going to list some perks that you can get, but the big ones are not just the access to the Discord, the Patreon, stuff like that, but I'm going to give people that are patrons access to my videos early. So right now, I usually upload my videos the night before or sometimes the morning before, and I try and have like a couple days worth of content saved up, and I'm going to make them unlisted, and I will let people who have Patreon status, or patron status I should say, able to view those videos a day early. So just some little reward there. There will also be, I'm sitting there struggling to think about it, but besides the early access stuff, I will have random streams throughout the week. They will be work streams. I'll make a new voice area in the Patreon Discord. I'll call it like the desk or something like that, or the workstation. And I will stream myself making videos and recording stuff or researching. So if you just want to come in for a little bit at a time, say what's up, and just watch me like how I do things, then it will be there. The only thing I won't stream is when I record audio for my videos, because I can't talk to people while I'm doing that, right? I have to like focus on what I'm doing. But if it's anything else, I will probably be streaming it as long as my internet allows it. The final immediate perk is going to be game night priority. Game night is something that I run semi-infrequently at this point, where it's every couple months. Like I just get people in Discord, we pick a game, we play the game, we hang out and stuff like that. I will still do game night with everyone as often as I can. Right now it's kind of tough because I'm just basically working like 60 hours a week on content. But once we get the patrons and stuff coming in, I will make a point to do it once a month, and I'll try to do one that's at like NA friendly time and then EU friendly time. And then when we do game night, we will first look at who has like patron status or Twitch sub, and we will see if we can fill up game night that way. and then we'll go down the list from there. Right now, game night is starting with priority for like the 3rd and 4th level of patrons, but if that's too few for priority and stuff like that, we'll lower it a little bit. But I'm worried about putting it like the lowest tier, because I feel like I'm just gonna have a bunch of $2 people trying to get into game night, and that's fine. I'm completely cool with it, but it's more I want to give everyone like a chance to be a part of it and play. So if I have a bunch of people, then it's gonna get harder, but I'm gonna do my best for as long as this is feasible. So that's it for the Patreon stuff and Twitch subs and all that. So thank you to everyone that's been supporting, and if you're considering supporting, thank you very much for that. And I will be trying to improve it as best I can for you to make it worth your time and your money. So thank you. And now I'm going to move on to the regular update stuff, like the channel content. So to start with, like I said before with Patreon, I am trying to do that to maybe not have to go to grad school, but in case I do have to sign up for grad school or start working and stuff like that, I think the Twitch streams are going to get hit the hardest first, because that's the biggest way to cut time into my week. Because right now I basically work in the mornings, then I stream, and then I work again on videos and stuff at night. So that's been my schedule for the last like 3 months, and it's pretty hectic. So I may be going to grad school, which means I'll have to stream less or stream at different times. I'm sure that's good news for all the very cool EU people and stuff like that stay up to watch me, so thank you. And I will probably move the streams back to accommodate. Otherwise, for the normal content right now, I'm working on the new player guide. I recorded all of it. I am about 35 minutes into editing an hour and 20 minutes worth of footage. So that's where I'm at this point. I'm probably going to split it into 2 or 3 videos and release them that way, just so it's not this one 90-minute info dump. I thought about doing that, but then I was like, probably shouldn't. I just need to get better and more efficient at making videos, so I'm doing it that way. So expect that in the next few days. I'm about to render and release the first part. I kind of want to have a head start on the next sections before I start releasing it, because I don't want like 2 weeks in between them, but we'll see. The Antiquarian guide I'm working on, I've been talking to Thick, and he's like the anti-guru. I'm basically just not ghostwriting. He's ghostwriting, and I'm just translating everything he gives me into a video as best I can. So I'm having to learn Antiquarian, and I'm not good with her, so I'm trying to get good with her. The other content that we're working on, well, I should say the Antiquarian guide, soon TM. It's really coming after the new player guide, so whenever I finish that. The other content I'm doing, Team of the Week, it's been fun. People have liked it, so we're going to keep doing it. I'm going to try and do it every week like I have been. And then the VODs. So VODs are archives. That's the term they use for them. So stream archives. So when I do Blood Moon, or when I do mod run for DD, those are VODs. I've been uploading them like that. So I will upload Blood Moon stuff when I have nothing else. That's pretty much when I do it. Like, I have nothing else for the day. I still need more time to finish projects. That's when I throw up Blood Moon. And right now, I'm just tripping over how I said throw up Blood Moon, but anyway. The mod videos, I have 2 more. I'm going to try and release them on maybe Fridays and do it like once a week. And then maybe I'll go back to streaming it, who knows. For the streams themselves, I'm going to keep doing Darkest Dungeon for a minute until like Twitch denies my partner application. I've been denied once. I've applied a second time. And I've been actively trying. I've been trying to make stream improvements and stuff like that, but you know, Twitch is a little fickle with what they want. Like they give you a benchmark for what you have to like be at, but the benchmark isn't a guarantee, so it's really just hoping that the viewership that I've had and my YouTube channel is enough for them to give it to me. That would be very helpful in terms of the overall, this is a career type of goal. So hopefully they do it. We'll see. But if they deny me this time, I might start looking into other games, because I don't know if I can really squeeze more out of Darkest Dungeon right now until like Darkest Dungeon 2, so maybe we'll just start playing other games. So I think that's it. In terms of the future, be on the lookout for other games, so if you like what I do and we get enough support, I'll be able to scope out other games more consistently. I won't worry about taking the financial hit from YouTube's end for not making videos for Darkest Dungeon every day. And Darkest Dungeon 2, the moment that's announced and I know anything, I will make videos updating it. When it comes out into early access, I will be streaming it and uploading it. For the uploads of YouTube, Twitch has a condition. Sorry, I don't know if I said that loud enough. Twitch has a condition where if I'm an affiliate or a partner, I cannot put my VODs, so my archives, I can't put them on a different platform for 24 hours. So that means that once I stream Darkest Dungeon 2, I have to wait a full day before I can put it on YouTube. But once, like, I'll prep it beforehand. I will have it all prepped and ready to go. But once that day passes, I will be uploading everything I have as quickly as possible for the first playthrough. So expect maybe 2 or 3 videos a day at that point. I don't want to make it just one large block of video. If it's like one 4-hour block of video, that's nice in the one end for the viewer, but from YouTube's end, YouTube tracks how long people watch your videos. So if someone watches for a half hour out of a 4-hour block, that's not as good as if they watch a half hour out of an hour-long video, if you get what I mean. So those are the plans. I blanked again, but thanks everyone for the support. It's been fantastic. I never thought my channel would hit 10,000 subscribers. I didn't even talk about it. That was supposed to be the first thing I talked about. So I'm very thankful. Y'all are fantastic, and I want to keep growing this. I want to keep being the guy that y'all like to watch. I want to cover games that you like. I want to cover new games and stuff like that. So it's just a matter of, can we do this, and will it happen? I don't know. I can't say for sure, but I'm gonna try my hardest to make it happen. And I think that's it for this one. So thanks for watching. Check out Patreon, check out Twitch, join Discord, all that. I normally downplay it and say, you know, that crap because I'm kind of socially anxious about it, but it's been great. We have so many awesome people, and I would like it if it kept growing. So thanks, and thanks for helping me deliver good entertainment and educational videos to you. Thanks for watching. I keep saying it, and I'll see you later.